Alright, so these were hanging from a Dollar Tree sign, and so I took them off, and I'm going to put some Jenga blocks on the back so that they stand up. So I'm doing that one, I'm doing this one, I think there's one other one. Now, if this bothers you, you could put a spider on that, you know, with one of the wood cutouts. This one's poison, so you could put a skull. So I think I'm going to do that, and then we'll go and show you where the apothecary closet is going to be. Alright, so actually I used some stickers and one felt piece to cover the holes on the top of these jars. Alright, so this is the cupboard that I'm going to turn into a apothecary. I'm going to take this Dollar Tree sign from last year and hang it up here, but I don't want to put any nail marks. So I'm going to take a command strip, like so. And then I'm going to hang this like so. So no foul. Alright. Okay, so I put a piece of black material in the back there, and then here I put a 12 by 12 piece of scrapbook paper, and then I velcroed this sign which had the potion bottles hanging down. I put that in the back. And now down here I have another scrap of paper material that I am going to just tape up in the back. I'm just using some duct tape, and I'm going to wrap it around so that it holds it. Okay, so here are my shelves, and now we're going to play. So I have this that I got from the Dollar Tree, and then we have these that, well, these didn't hang. These were, I bought separately. I think we got these at Dollar General. Also have these jars that we got, I think, at Target last year. They have gummy candies in them. Of course, you wouldn't want to eat them because they're a year old. Now I'm going to give you a close-up. So this is the bottom shelf, this is the top shelf, middle shelf, and this is the top shelf. But it needs lights. So let me go find some lights. And that's where the little lights add. These middle ones are on an orange wire, but they're not very orangey. And then we've got these. It's hard to see because it's daylight out, but yeah. Alright, so I know this isn't the greatest because it's not closed, but I wanted you to be able to get the whole tree while I decorate it. But yeah, we got this Halloween tree for free several years ago. My daughter bought a ton of lights, at Dollar General after Halloween last year, and so this is our Halloween tree. So I'm just taking some of these signs, they were from Dollar General, and I'm just sticking them in everywhere that I think they'll stay. And then I got these, I don't even remember, but it was supposed to be a garland, which are great because you can cut them up and use them as pieces. So we've got that. You could put signs definitely in the tree. These lanterns. Lanterns are adorable. Of course, you're going to have to go around and turn them on. And this one needs batteries. But they are absolutely adorable. There we go. Look how cute that is. This year they had these, which are absolutely incredible. Look at the brightness of that. This was actually my mom's when she was at the nursing home, so that has got to be in here. Yeah, that's for my mama. And I mean, there's just so many things. All these little signs you can use. Little signs are adorable. Adorable. Now at the top I'm going to put a witch's hat and dress it up a little bit with some these were some of the wood cutouts that I made and covered them with different Halloween papers. So you absolutely could do that too. And then you've got the back clips. These are great. Just a painted wood sign, wood cutout. Those work really well because they're nice and light. Alright, so here is, I apologize for the lighting. It's the media room and it's very dark and I'm trying to add lights and I'm not really great at it. But this is the tree. And I did put the Happy Halloween on. So it's happy, and then I run the Halloween sideways because if you go around the tree, it's a skinny tree and you don't really see the word. So I have to go down and get the topper, and then this will be complete. So this was a lot of fun, and it used up a lot of the little signs that I had bought, so it worked out really well. So as you can see, it's an iridescent hat, and then I had this boa that matched perfectly. So I just wrapped that around. I did stuff the cone of the hat with some plastic bags so it stood up nice and straight. But yeah, I really, really like it. So here we go. Awesome. Alright, so I started to make my miniature haunted village scene. This I created 2 years ago. If you want to see how I did that, leave me a comment and I will send you the link. But it is in my videos. Like I said, it's from Halloween 2 years ago. Alright, and a lot of this you're going to see is from Dollar Tree, but like this I got from Dollar General last year. And I've been just picking up little miniatures. I got this whole set. I guess this one lights up too. Well, it will when I change the batteries. This is trees. I also have a tutorial how to make spooky trees. Alright, so where is it? This is what I picked up at Hobby Lobby, but you can get that. It's just like tacky tape, poster tape. And that's what I'm going to use to keep all these things from knocking over. So I'm just going to put it on the bottom of the tree and then stick the tree on the grass. Now, this grass is just artificial grass that I used when I made my fairy garden. So I had a lot left over. And just, now this thing, I made this tree, and again, there is a YouTube video on how to do that. This tacky stuff is not working as well as I would like, so I may have to go to sticky dots. So basically what I'm doing is this is going to be the, this tree I think we got at Target clearance. Of course all the trees came from Dollar Tree. These little figures, this is Target. This, I don't know, I think I got in a package from, like I picked it up at Goodwill. The mummy, we're going to stand him in here somewhere. But we'll put all the different tombstones. And don't, you know, some could be knocked over because that happens a lot in things. And then they had these plastic zombies at Dollar General last year, so we got those. I'm not sure if I'm going to put those out. I love the hands, that's from Target. And then I'm just going to scatter pumpkins every which way all around the town. I hope I'm not blocking you. These are some of the table scatter. You can scatter over here. There's a black cat. Always need a black cat. Okay, so the foam, the padded foam works much better in keeping things standing. So I add a little pumpkin patch. So these are just Dollar Tree hollow, the pumpkin lights. And so I just put, let's see if I can get in there. I don't know if you can see it. Let me shut it off. But behind the pumpkins are a little piece of the foam tape to keep the pumpkins in place. But I do have styrofoam under here, so I could have pinned them down to that, but I just thought that was easier. And then here is the haunted house that I made with the Dollar Tree. And then over here we have the cemetery. This little guy is my mom, so he comes out. And then we've got this tree. So yeah, I'm loving this little village. And here is my, well, we call it the dining library. But we have all these bookcases. So I created little scenarios above. Now these beautiful dishes are actually melamine, and we got them at the Christmas tree shop, which we have them in New England. I'm not sure if they have them all across the country, but yeah. I may add lights. We have these lights that go down, so I may not. Our hall table, and they have some pumpkins that I decoupaged and glass pumpkins, and then these are actually plastic, but they light up. I'll show you what they look like lit up. And that's what they look like lit up. Really, really pretty. So I got this cauldron a few years back, and I filled it with some plastic bags, and now I'm just taking some Spanish moss and putting that on the top. It doesn't really have to have it, but I didn't want the bags to show through, so I decided to put the Spanish moss on there. So what I'm going to do is I have all these Christmas balls, and I'm going to paint them in various shades of green. I'm using the Waverly chalk paint. I believe I used moss, celery, and malachite. Don't quote me on that, but yeah. Alright, so these are the different chalk paints that I'm using, and I'm just have an assortment of the different Christmas balls. Again, you could use styrofoam balls if you wanted. I just have so many of these that I thought that I would use the Christmas balls. If you want the colors that I used, leave a comment and I'll look them up for you. I honestly don't remember. I don't know why this didn't record. Of course, Mercury was in retrograde when I did this, so you know how it goes. So yeah, I'm just going to go and paint all these balls, and then I'm going to go back and I think I show it later on, but there was an Elmer's glitter glue that was glow in the dark. I haven't found it to glow that well, so you may want to just put glow paint if that's the effect that you want. But as you can see, I have different shades of green, and we're going to paint all these and then we'll let them dry. Alright, so as you can see, I have all the balls, and I did cover them with this glow Elmer's glue, glitter glue. I guess I'm about to do that now. Again, I didn't find it to be that great as a component to make it glow, but I'm just pouring some out, and I'm going to cover all of these balls with that, and then I will let that dry. Alright, so I decided to put lights in the cauldron so that everything would light up. So I found these LED lights in my Christmas stash, and now I'm just spraying it with ink spray. I didn't know if it would work, but it did work. So it's just a green spray, and I'm just spraying the bulbs, and then I'm going to let that dry, and then I'm going to mix the lights amongst the balls in the cauldron. So here I drilled a hole in the back of the cauldron to put all the lights through and have them come up into the top of the cauldron. And I used that large bit to cut the hole so it'll be big enough to get the plug through it. Okay, so now I am just going to glue in the balls in between and around all the lights. So I have the top of the balls where the hangers go, and I put the glue on that, and it seems to be able to have something to adhere to. And so I'm just mixing in here and there, putting in the balls and just going to build up the top, and then I'm also going to have them go over onto the side so that it looks like the cauldron is bubbling over. And there it is, a bubbling cauldron. Okay, so once again, my sound wasn't working, but I had picked up these trays from different Goodwills, and so I wanted to make an extra large tiered tray so I could just decorate in it. The other one I made ends up with a lot of snacks on it, so I decided I wanted one just to decorate with. So I have these 3 trays. Actually, 2 were trays. The other one was a sign from Hobby Lobby, but it's made really, really well. So I painted all 3 of these with the Waverly chalk paint and steel, and I used a piece that I got from Michael's grab bag. It's that dowel you see. It looks like a chair rail in the back. I actually cut it up and added a piece to the bottom and 3 Jenga blocks to the top, and I am going to glue. I'm using wood glue, Gorilla wood glue, to attach the, what do you want to call those, the centerpieces to make the tiers. So I centered the dowel, that's what I'm calling it, and now I'm just taking the wood glue and placing that on the bottom. And the reason why I added the piece of wood is because it's just going to help support it a little bit more. So yeah, so I'm generously adding the glue, as you can see, and then we will just stack the tiers. Okay, so now I'm just taking a little bit of the white chalk paint and I'm going to just dry brush it lightly all over the 3 tiers, just to lighten it up a little bit and to distress it, but not in a dark way. Now what I wanted to do is add a garland. So I put in these tiny cup hooks, 1 in each corner of the middle tray. I pre-drilled a hole and then I just screwed that in. And I'm taking this garland. I got this at Hobby Lobby. They have 2 different sizes. I'm using the larger one. because I'm going to change out the garland with each season. So like for Christmas, I'll use a evergreen garland. And then for each season, what I'm going to do is hang things from the garland to represent the season. So right now, I have these fall leaves, which I'll show you in a minute. So these are the leaves. I got these at Hobby Lobby. They're absolutely adorable and they're very pretty. Painted wood, and so I wrapped the garland around all four sides, and now I'm going to hot glue the leaves onto the garland. And again, with every season I will be adding different, maybe for Christmas I'll put little Christmas balls, or for winter I'll put snowflakes. So this is what it looks like with the leaves attached to the garland. I really, really like this. Okay, so now we're going to start to decorate the tray. And I have this little wooden sign. It was from Mother's Day. I'm trying to peel off the paper, but I'm going to add my napkin decoupage to this. So the first thing I'm going to do is sand this and then paint it gray, and then we will do the napkin decoupage. And I have to separate the plies. So let me do that. Okay, so here is the napkin, and I separated the plies, and what I used is just a piece of Scotch tape. If you have a hard time taking it off, that's the best way to do it. I cut my square off, and now I'm going to take some water and use a brush and go over the parts that I don't want. Now you want to go above your image because the water will saturate, so you want to make sure that it doesn't go into the picture that you want to Mod Podge. But this is the best way to do it because it just really you never even know that it the background was there. So I'm just going around with the water, and then I will gently tear the part that I don't want away from my image. And now I'm just taking my Mod Podge and I'm going to put on a layer of that all over my little sign. And then I'm going to take my image and put it down. Now it's a little bit bigger than the sign, so I just let it go over the sides. I kind of like that anyway. And then I put the glue in the middle and then bring it out and over. There will be wrinkles, that you can't avoid that. I kind of like the look because it just makes it look a little bit more vintagey. And then I'm just going to glue down the little edges that go over the side. I'll just put a little glue on the side and glue it down. So I took this Hello Fall from the Dollar Tree and I painted it with agave in the Waverly chalk paint, and now I am going to attach it to the sign. It's I'm not putting it over the complete image because I want the image to show. So I'm just going to put a little bit of hot glue, and it's going to be up and over the image. Okay, so I'm gluing this on, and like I said, it's up and over the image. And then I thought I would add a little leaf, one of those wooden cutouts that I used on the garland, and I'm just going to put it over the O, but you could put a pumpkin, you could put whatever you like, but I just think that gives it a cute little touch. Alright, now the fun begins. I'm taking little gnomes, and I got these acorns from Hobby Lobby, so I attached it to a block so that it would hang over. I lifted almost everything that's in the tray up using the little blocks from Dollar Tree, because I wanted people to see that I actually used as a sponge to put the sign on, like so. And again, little block, put it on there. I ended up using some of that double stick foam tape to keep everything in place. I was going to use the red truck, but then I remembered I had a blue truck, and so I used that. I used this, it says it's a pumpkin, but it really looks like an apple to me. I found this little creature in the dollar spot at Target. He's just the cutest little thing. He's a vampire. And there was that other one that's, I don't know what that is. This is like a squishy, but it's also from Dollar General. And these little Day of the Dead cats, it's a salt and pepper shaker. We got that at Cracker Barrel. And then these little signs were also in the dollar spot from Target. So yeah, I'm just playing around. This is another little addition. It's like a cement pumpkin, but it has like a sweater thing I got from Dollar Tree. So I painted it with the agave, and now I'm going back with this color of malachite. And it's a very pretty green. It's like a darker green. And I'm just going to go in and give it some dimension and shadowing. I go especially in the section, those ridges. I like to, again, make it look more real, if you know what I'm saying. I get my inspiration from Hubbard squash. I don't know if you know what that is, but it was just a big green squash that used to come out, and it still does in the fall time. So not that it looked like this, but that's where the color came from. So then I'm going back over it with the agave just to lighten it up. So I just go back and forth until I get the shadowing that I want. And then of course I'm going to paint the stem a brown. But this is just another little pumpkin that I'm going to add to the tiered tray. I also wanted to show you that I did have this blue truck. It came with that I initial, so I'm hiding the I, and then I just filled it with some of those small pumpkins from the Dollar Tree. So I put that in there, and then I'm using a few florals, a succulent and another fall floral, just to fill it in. And here is the final reveal. I really like it.